Hi everybody. These are notes to put in your CPT book for Path and Lab. These codes all start with an 8. They're in the 8,000s. So for 2019 CPT, we're going to start in the Path and Lab sections. You can pause me to get to that area. Starts on page 517. Right away though, there is a huge molecular pathology gene table, and we're going to skip over that. I want you to be on page 537 to take these notes. On page 537, right away we start with the organ or disease-oriented panels. I want you to write, I have written right at the top of my screen here, no modifier 52 for any of these. Okay, any of these in this section, we cannot use modifier 52 for any of these. And we'll talk about that in the lecture. These are just notes for your CPT code book. You can hear me, I'm turning pages here. There's only a few things that we need to note. This will be a short video. Page 550, under urinalysis, the code 81000. Again, you can pause me if you need to get to that area. 81000 says urinalysis by dipstick or tablet reagent for bilirubin, glucose, hemoglobin, ketones, leukocytes, nitrites, pH, protein, spec gravity, urobilinogen, any number of these constituents, non-automated with microscopy. And then, as you can see indented, we have automated with microscopy, non-automated without microscopy, and automated without microscopy. All of those I have underlined there by dipstick. And next to it in quotes I put dip UA. Dip, the word dip, D-I-P, space UA, capital U, capital A. We say UA for urinalysis. Okay, so dip UAs, those are the codes you're going to come to. It's super easy. Skipping through a bunch of pages, I think the next section we make notes on. Again, we get through all this molecular pathology stuff. Page 585, code 82270. This is occult blood. Occult means hidden from medical terminology class. And so if you look at the description for 82270, what I have highlighted or underlined or circled is the very last part. For example, or i.e., patient was provided 3 cards or a single triple card for consecutive collection. That's the example here for when we would use that code. And I also wrote the word here, screening, at the end of that code description. The word screening. We are looking for hidden blood. Down under 82272, the end of that code description is what I have highlighted or underlined, and it says for other than colorectal neoplasm screening. So this isn't for screening, and I wrote the word symptoms. If you have symptoms, if you've had blood on toilet paper, if you have the abdominal pain and issues, if you have symptoms, then that would be the code that we use. Because again, it does say 1 to 3 simultaneous determinations. Okay, looking for that hidden or occult blood. So make those notes there. Then I believe the next section we get to is the surgical pathology. Let me get here quick. Page 617, surgical pathology is our green heading here. Anytime something is removed, we have to code the pathology. For the pathologist, he or she is the doctor who will look at that tissue that was removed and then give us a diagnosis on what it actually was. Was it a mole or was it a carcinoma? Okay, looking at the difference. If you look at these surgical pathology codes, okay, they're super easy to find. Here's the difference with these. Look at 88300. I have circled gross examination only. What the difference with surgical pathology is there's gross and there's micro. Gross means by my eye, what it looks like. Not gross, okay? But by my eye, what do I see? And micro means under the microscope, what do I see? Okay? So if they describe the gross description, it's what it looks like to them, you know, using their own eyes. And the micro is the microscopic description. What do I see? What does it look like when I visualize it under the microscope? If they only look at it by their eye, that says that code right there, gross examination only. It's always going to be 88300, surgical pathology. If you look under these next ones, and it goes on for the next few pages, these levels, they have level 2, level 3, level 4, level 5. As you look through these, they give you examples of what to find. But I want you to be careful with this. Look at fallopian tube. You see it under 88302, don't we? Fallopian tube for sterilization. Look at 88304. Is fallopian tube there? No. 88305. Fallopian tube is there twice. One fallopian tube biopsy, it says, in fallopian tube ectopic pregnancy. Okay? We need to know why the fallopian tube or part of the fallopian tube was taken, so the diagnosis can help us with what level of pathology to use for surgical pathology, okay? Always remember that. Be really careful with your levels. And they are hierarchical as well. They get deeper and more intense as you go through the levels and get to the higher levels. So don't just stop once you see fallopian tube and write the code down. Make sure that you scan the other ones and you really have it for the right reason, okay? And that's all the notes that we need to take here for the Path and Lab CPT.